Wonderful stuff, just brilliant. The Chords live in session with Fabulous. So welcome to the programme, Eva and Grace.
Thank you.
And so we normally get the band to introduce, like one member of the band to introduce a band, but there's just the two of you. So there's absolutely no need to do that. I can handle it myself. So how long have you been doing this together?
About a year and a half.
Right, okay. And so, Eva, I believe that you also originally started off as a drummer.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wouldn't have been much of a pop band, just two drummers banging away at it, would it? So you had to learn the guitar then?
Yeah.
Okay, all right then. And so I was talking to your parents before, because it's a tight-knit run family business, and we'll get to that in a short while. And I did say how much of you, i.e. they, were an influence on your kind of sound, because where you're coming from does sound very much like an era that I kind of grew up in, really. Well, I've never grown up. But the mid-80s, C86 and all of those kind of bands. Is there anything of that going on in what you particularly like?
Yeah, I love Shop Assistants and Tula Gosh, so. And Rose Melberg Tiger Trap I love as well.
Okay, and so if you don't mind me asking, where did you hear that material? Because how old are you now then, Eva?
I'm just about to turn 16.
All right, and Grace, you're 18, is that right? Okay. Grace hasn't got a microphone, which is a bit of a shame, but there we go. You can just nod furiously and I'll tell people what you're doing. Is there a microphone behind you? Yeah, yes, there is. There you go. You twiddle with that, and yeah, okay. Does it reflect your parents' kind of record collection? Because where would you hear Tallulah Gosh to begin with?
Yeah, probably my mum and dad. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
On a record or something.
Right. And so, what are the bands that you kind of love in this day and age? The current bands.
My favourite band is the Umbrellas. I love the Umbrellas so much. And I really love Lightheaded as well.
Right, okay. And so, as I say, there's the two of you. You've got guitar and drums, and you've got your folks there who are your managers and tour managers, evidently. And were you ever at any point in time tempted to bring in a bass player? Not that I'm saying that you need it, because you don't, but it just would be the more traditional way to go. Have you ever talked about that even?
No, not really. Grace does bass on the recordings and stuff like that, and we do tambourine and stuff like that, so we just do it all ourselves on recording, and then we just play us two live. So.
Right, okay. Now, you were introduced to this programme and to me only a couple of weeks ago by the brilliant Carla J. Easton. What is Carla's involvement in all this? Is she just a fan?
No, she's helped us a lot since we started Rock School last year, which is this cool wee charity art space where teens can go and play music and stuff like that, and she really inspired us to start writing and singing as well, and she's just been amazing support.
Yeah, well, she's amazing, isn't she? Yeah. She's absolutely brilliant. And all the bands that Carla has had previously, we've had in session and playing for us in this room or the room next door, and things are moving pretty fast for you, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you feel about that? Is it taking you by surprise?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's really exciting.
Yeah, of course it is. Okay, so I've got a couple of things to mention here, but also the book launch with live music from the Chords, which will be yourselves, Postcards from Scotland, Scottish independent music. I know of this book, I know of it well, in 1983 to 1995. And so you are kind of a night which celebrates the vast history of Scottish pop music. That's something of an honour, is it not?
Yeah.
Okay, all right then. And so you're going to do two more tunes for us. I've got some information as well from our mate Douglas from Creeping Bent organisation, which I'll give out a little bit later. But you've got two more tunes to do for us now. So what are you going to do first?
We're going to do Rather Not Stay.
Okay, brilliant. All right, get to it. Thank you, the Chords.